That thing they will say philanthropist is not giving to the poor. You give high to climb up. So that thing is the heaviness of the altar. What makes this altar strong is the sacrifices on it. That's why anybody that stands on it, you will feel the heavy sacrifice. And that is why I say I'm a product of pain. What built me was not, it's not fables, it's pain. There are some times I will give and I don't have anything. Last week Sunday, last 2 weeks Sunday, I had only 1,000 naira on my account. I was school and class, home and abroad. And I said to God, tomorrow is service. I need 26,000 naira for fuel. I also need my 20,000 naira for my offering. I need 10,000 for my seed declaration. Give me this one. I don't mind trekking from my house to here, and I don't mind staying hungry. Do you know what happened? On Sunday, he gave me that exact amount. Sunday. And then I gave. By Monday, 1 million naira was in my account. And I packaged it and said, this is anniversary. We are in anniversary week. Let's go to market. And I jumped. You know, the media boys are always ever ready to jump on the train to Aba. And then we moved. Started getting things. When you walk with God to the point that you know that the money in your account does no longer belong to you. If that money comes, you say, what do you want us to do with this? He can tell you, use it on yourself. Even sometimes God will tell me, use this money for yourself. I will eventually use it for church. And I'll tell him the church is me, because I'm your representative. So when you get to that point, I have seen signs and I have seen wonders. I will stop there. You see, the last thing that proves to God that you are now committed to him, when he can now trust you, is when he has washed your money and you can now give that money. Now, my wedding is not here, but Jesus Christ knows that that money for wedding is for speaker. The moment we are done, I will follow them and count the money. By the next morning, I'm on my way for speaker. I have projected it that sound I'm looking for crusade is in that way, then I'll get it. So when anybody is coming, I say, don't buy any gift. I don't need gift. If you want to buy it, JBS speaker. I will go to my wife's family and say, because no way I'm joking, I discuss. It's a very important situation. Forget about pot. I have pot. All these things you want to buy is a waste. Buy JBS speaker saw. Buy keyboard for me. Let's raise the banner high. Except you don't want your daughter to be eating up. So we'll do that business. I get what I'm saying. It's my heart, it's my thinking, it's my subconsciousness. It's down in my spirit that everything I live is for him. If I don't find him there, I'm wasting time. And that's how men be. Bishop Odepo, he came, Jesus told him, I'm happy for you. You're doing well. And then Bishop was smiling with Jesus. And then Jesus now asked him, what did you bring for me? He now turned. What do I bring for you? What do you mean by that? He now realized that it was just the salary he just received, that the wife is expecting him to come and give him money for food. Children's school fees and rent was back on him. He took that money and went and placed on the altar. Then the wife asked him, where is money for food? Bishop said, I have dropped it on the altar. He said, today the wife never asked again, where is money for anything? Never. He said that was the breakthrough of his life in finance. You know, you're just receiving tithes. Your money, that money you are expecting just entered your account, boom. And all your mind was to go and pay for. Okay, let me tell you this one. Our time is fast spent. January, money was sent to me. I was on my way to go and pay rent. And Jesus said, this money will be good for generator. That was, you see the way he put it. That's the way he communicates to me. He doesn't tell me do this. He will not ask me as I say, what if we? So I did as if I didn't hear. And then I was going. He asked me again, this money will be good for generator. I turned back. What was in my hand was 700,000. I have. When I tell people, when you are following me, I just know you are dead. You will discover that at a point you lose the grip of life. Then me and the music publicity, we went to Abba. They told me that everything was 180,000. By the time we got to Abba, the team moved from 180 to 560,000. Jesus came back. Paid them. I said yes. Transfer it. Before I could turn and leave that particular place, someone sent me 500,000. You see, he would test you with 20 naira to give you 20,000. But if you failed the 20 naira test, you did not know that what you lost was 20,000. He knows now. I just opened my wardrobe and I wanted to collect a cloth. He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give it to God. He was busy saying thank you. I said, get out from my place. I have learned it. And for every step you're about to take, it's difficult. That is something he was telling me this morning. And I have not been thinking. I said, this life is strange. You know, on wedding day, you see the wife is happy. She did not spend anything. The husband is always calculating. It's the husband that is checking how much they have sprayed. Though. The wife does not even want to know. On her wedding, she's jumping. You get the point? So until that sacrifice is heavy, Abania, Egenia, Belotosia. Until you give Isaac, you would never become the father of all nations. Never. Keep your Isaac, you lose the father of all nations. God will ask you for Isaac. Hey. God, he will ask you for Isaac. And when he will ask you for Isaac, he will ask you for Isaac in a strange moment. You will struggle with it. You say, no, we can't trust this person. The courage, the confidence I have in him, close down the whole church, let everything go. I'm not wrong. So long as I still stay in the covenant of giving, I looked at the caption of Papa David Ibiome's this thing. He's becoming someone, a man that I'm following so strongly. I don't know why, but I feel there is something I need to get from him. I have met him a few times in my dream and I know what he told me. The caption of the birthday was the covenant practitioner. When you decide to change your financial level, What you will use to change your financial level is your finance. You are not going to use prayer to now change financial level. I was talking to somebody, and I said to the person, I need this, and it's a blood relation, and the person didn't want to respond. And I told him I work hard, but I won't stop working hard. Under 48 hours, he lost 6 contracts. He called me on phone and said, please, this is your money. Please, let my contract return back. I didn't need to pray. What makes you increase in court is sacrifice. Somebody that brought goods and somebody that brought human being is not the same strength. The heaviness of the sacrifice counts. And that is why I was watching Reverend Chris. He said something that intrigued me. He said, whenever he sees that the financial status of his members are dropping, he puts up a program. That program provides an opportunity for them to give. And when they give, the finances come up again. So for every time there is an opening in the house of God for an opportunity to give, it's an opportunity for people to rise. What increases your financial status is whenever there is a event in the kingdom where someone can give. Because until you give, you are not qualified to receive. It is the giving that opens up the pathway for receiving. So when you have gotten to that place where you now understand that you are not giving because you are helping someone, you are giving because this is your involvement with God, is your connection, is your covenant. Any other person can give it anyhow, but not you. There is something that you are pursuing, there is something you are looking onto, there is something you want to get from God. It's a personal thing. When you give, you are not giving by the people in your environment, you are giving from the environment you are standing. My spiritual father, let him say he is lacking something, I will sell myself and give me that into him. Because there is nothing I will give him on earth that is equated to the spiritual heritage that I will get from him. There's nothing. There is nothing on earth that will make me. What will you give him? One drop of anointing. How much will you pay for it? And so it's a strange environment that the moment you step into it, you stepped into rest. When he fasts, I benefit. Whenever he's praying, whether he mentions my name or not, my name is there. When he is studying, he's not studying for himself, he's studying for me. Because when he studies, the knowledge that he gets from that study is transferred to all his children, connected to him and so into his life. Paul said to them, I give you spiritual things. He said, it's not wrong when you reply me back with physical things. It's an exchange. And what sponsors your physicality is my spirituality. What makes it possible for you to go to market, for you to go to your business, for you to go to your office and you are receiving favors is my spirituality. That's why we give tithe. The reason why we give tithe is because it was God that gave us what we have. And then we are coming back to him to say we are not ignorant of the fact that we know it's not our efforts that brought this, but it was your mercy. In agreement for a continual flow, this is your own portion. If you give God his own, God can turn you upside down. If you give me president's contact today, if I lose it tomorrow, I don't banter my head. I will tell you a reason. Because if I am pursuing God, you will need God. And Jesus is not physical, he is spiritual. I am a physical Jesus. The moment is God you are looking for, you need me in your life. No, there's no run now. Let's see how you go. Because he said, I will give you pastors after my own heart. He said when he ascended to heaven, he gave gifts to men. Those gifts was himself. He divided himself into portions and then he spread it to men. That for every time you will need a man, is God you are looking for. And the access way to God is man. That's why when you are tired, I am studying. Because I know that you are about to call and you are going to say, help me in the place of prayer. And it becomes an avenue. I told somebody, do you know why I like this office? He said no. I said, it doesn't matter who you are, you need this office. You see this very office? No, you need it. You can walk out of any office, not this one. It is only this office that has the ability to affect every other office. Because this office was given. Someone finished their job and said, oh, bye. You have to enjoy what I have. So that sacrifice, you will hear when in other messages where he said, God asked him, he brought his box, that was nothing again remaining. That was the place he knew he died. It's the place he died. My spiritual father built the UFIC church they are staying now. Built himself, bought land, built, furnished, did everything, and handed over the key to church. Bishop David Oyedepo has built over 100 churches, over 100. And none of them is less than 10 million, 15 million. Over 100. I think he's pushing 1,000 churches. Bishop Adeboye said before he dies, he's pushing 1 billion souls. That was what prompted the candlelight crusade he has been doing everywhere. He has finished his work in ministry, and I said, okay, before I go, let me add more souls. And then he began crusades. There are things, and of course you know there are men that Bishop was saying, one of the congress in Redemption Camp, Papa was saying, please church, we need 2 billion naira for so and so project. And as he was talking, somebody came to his back and said, Papa, you are embarrassing us. How can you be saying you need 2 billion with Mike? It's somehow now, when we are here, don't you want us to be blessed? He now turned and said, I did not say 2 million, I said 2 billion. He said, do we do transfer now? There's a matter of urgency. Papa, how can you be standing here and be saying you need money? Does it mean that we're not good children again? Are you trying to tell us we can't take care of our father's needs? How can you be saying like that now? Okay, since you have just embarrassed me in the front of the people here, my God will also embarrass you too. That guy left there, and in 2 weeks A company he does not know. He didn't apply for, called him and told him he has won a contract of 250 million pounds. There are some things, after listening to it, I'm looking for where to steal money and go and give God. That was how men was formed, though. Aye. Do you know what it means? Bishop Oyedepo said that he cannot give God 100 million naira as offering. That's happiness, or that's if he wakes up and he's happy, he will now give God 100 million. So if he wants to make sacrifice, how much will he make? Somebody will say, I don't have 1 million. You have 5 naira, start there. If I come to church now, and now I want to give God sacrifice, and now bring 100,000 and say I give God me giving God sacrifice. It's not sacrifice. Now, if I give God 5 million as sacrifice, you that have 20 naira and that's all you have, and you give it to God, your 20 naira is equal to my 5 million. Because it is not in the amount, it's in the weight. And the weight is not the size of the money, it's the size of your heart. When God looks at you, this is all you have. There is a woman in redemption camp that supplies, I think, a trailer of car for every service during camp meet. No, there are men, there are men. There are men that will stand. They know the access key. Shebi they ask Dangote, why do you pay your tithes to Bishop Papa Adeboye? I thought they are Muslim. He said he's not an extremist. That is one God everybody is serving. Where did they say tithe in Islam? Because he knows that what gave him that thing was the anointing of a man of God. Dangote became what he became just because of a flight. Somebody came and ministered for Papa Benson in the house and was about to return back, and then the flight has filled up. You know who is Papa now? He climbed up there and said, my friend wants to travel now, he can't miss the flight. One person is to stand up. Igbo man, Igbo people are not there. That's some Kochogwa flight and I give me his appointment. And then Dangote stood. And he said to him, you, because you stood up, the whole world will stand up for you. That was how the man entered. Bishop Oyedepo will call him. Say, Papa, what's going on? He said, please, everything called debt, payment of teachers, staffs, and everything for the school, I'm taking care of it. One of the days, I think in 19-somethings, Bishop Oyedepo carried Ghana must go field of, I think it's 15 million. You know, that time. Carried it and brought us a sacrifice. And Papa Benson looked at him and said, oh yeah, pour the money on the floor. He carried the money and poured it on the floor. He said, oh yeah, step on it. Papa Oyedepo began to step on the money. He said to him, as you have just stepped on this money, that is how money will answer to you. That weight is needed. Your heart to be so heavy. Yeah, you will not. No, it's not easy. He said, so long as you stepped on this money, for the rest of your life, money will answer. Meanwhile, my spiritual great grandfather, Papa Archbishop Duncan Williams, he was busy looking for anointing. They will tell him to bring money and he will wale and abscond. So when he was dying, he gave riches, wealth, and prosperity to Papa Oyedepo. And he said, for you, influence, you will not lack it. My spiritual great grandfather has 21 presidents as sons. But half of what Bishop has, he does not have. He was the only man that Obama wrote a handwritten letter as a president during his induction. Obama to Donald Trump. He was there standing as the only black man there. But there's no money there. He has the money, but not to the extent of the man that was laid blessed. How you will know that those things does not come free is because of venison. I want to bless you, but before I will bless you, there was a test I passed through. My father laid me on the firewood. Have you ever thought about it? Abraham is weak, 100 years. He are laying a grown-up person on the altar. Oh, if it is not willingness and humility and obedience, he will stand up from that place. Can Abraham hold him? He's weak. You just finished climbing mountain, no? Me and you alone. You now say I should lie, and I know that that position is lamb position. It's goat and sheep that you should stay there. I now say I should lie. And somebody said error. You see that statement is invalid. Invalid statement. You now say lie down there, and you know that you're lying down there is you looking for problem, and they did not tie you, and you are still watching him. He raised up his hand with knife, and you know that there is no camera picking movie. It's not comedy script people are doing. That if that hand comes down, they are gone, and it's an old man of 100 years. You don't understand. That was where Isaac qualified to be a son. It was where the promise was handed over to him. And then he called his two sons. Both of you are foolish. If you think I'm just going to bless you, both of you are joking. You, leave this one, go and bring venison for me. He sent him to the forest where he can die, because he got his own in the forest. He sent his son, said, go there. There is sheep in the house. I escaped sheep to be here. Get a sacrifice. My father bypassed sheep to give me the promise. I passed sheep to get the promise. You forget the sheep in the house. Go to the white forest where wild animals and beasts are there. Fight for your promise. Get me what you can find there. Then I'll begin to talk to you. But if you want me to just bless you with sheep, you're joking. Now listen, there was something the Holy Spirit dropped on my mind. Now the guy delayed, and then the mother, Rebecca, Walid, and Esau collected it to prove to Jacob that what cost him was time. God now began to teach him with time. For him to get the wife he loves, he had to work for 14 years. They began to teach him, and then he began to rear sheep again. You see where sheep is continuing. Abraham sheep, Isaac sheep, Jacob sheep. When they killed the last son of Jacob and phantomed it, it was the sheep they killed, and it was the blood of the sheep that was on the clothes. And when the father Jacob saw it, he cried. You see the continuation of the lineage. That thing he missed sacrificing. They are telling him, if you will get this promise, there is no option B. You will need to pass through the high needle of sacrifice to get it. And now he sacrificed 14 years before they said, now you are qualified. We've tested you, now you can know. Without it, that is not. Jesus paid the cross, but he said to his disciples, if you will follow me, you will bend down and shall not stand. there is a place of heavy sacrifice. Nah. Okunisha remember, he said, yes, so that's how their favor starts. He said to me, everything I am passing you through is for me to show you favor. So those sacrifices, and sometimes he might not even ask you, you activate it. You will activate it. You drop it. There are some sacrifices when I drop, I come back on the altar and start crying. And after crying, you clean your tears. And you have peace. You go. God will never have a business with a man that does not understand the language of sacrifice. He would not. That's what makes him God. It doesn't matter to me if there is one, if there is 5 persons here. No difference. I preach my sermon because God is looking at my heart, the posture of them. I think I've showed us video of Papa David Obueli when he was playing hide and seek with God as an Igbo man. Koneman die, Koneman bury. You know that word Emmanuel is not an English word, it's an Igbo word. It's Oma Hanine. Emma Henine. He knows everything. There is nobody here under the sound of my voice that did not get that money that you are supposed to use as your partnership anniversary. Not even one. But the decision to give it belongs to you. He will do it. But it's not left for you as an individual to say, I'm not giving. I don't have money. It's your personal decision. And the extent through which you did is also what you personally agreed with yourself. Can you do more? Of course. Of course. Can you decide not to do again? There are some people that didn't even give you 1,000 naira. Will they later pay that partnership? Oh yes. Chemist is waiting for it. You will be walking on the way and you will not see a nail. You put your leg. Something that should have taken 300 naira and they are okay. It will be eating 300,000, 400,000. You are saying, oh, come on, nail, give one day village. No, nothing. No, don't call us so. You ate God's money, go and pay. Have you not seen, even in the village, that the family will be having problem? They will now tell you that your great grandfather is owing Amadioha. That you should get a lawyer. This kingdom is a mystery. And it is only those that understand it that it will fail. Like I was praying on Friday. I was just praying about for some few hours. And I got to the back and the carpet has worn out. And then Jesus asked me, is this thing good? I came to pray. I did not come to invigilate. And I said, is this thing? I said, no. I said, by Tuesday, make sure there is change. Is the house of my Father. Take care. That's why I don't disturb anybody now. It's my house. I have this by inheritance. So I will not expect anybody to come and take care of my house for me. No. It's my father's house. I will take care of it. And all that my father will give to me is called inheritance. No, I won't fight for it. I won't pray for it. What it actually has is the potency to recreate what he has given to me. And so we are not losing it. We are getting it right. Why do you think you see men? They are giving to God lavishly. Go to Catholic. You will find it very difficult to find a Catholic church that is in a thatch house, because they have been taught to give. And that's why without prayer they are prospering. The richest church on earth is Catholic. That thing called bazaar. Have you gone there before? You'll be waylaid. Because they have been taught organization and the act of giving. They might not have Bible, but they give stupidly. And God also bless them stupidly. And then we that are spiritual, God allow us to be fighting with demons. Because that's what we like. They are not spiritual people, but they are givers. Strange giver. Oh, they give. Let harvest time come. Pentecostals will go and buy plantain and divide it into 16. As if you want to open roasted plantain shop. Go to their bazaar. Car used to come. Father, they will give father car. Father will wear white. Have you ever seen father before begging money? Have you ever seen a sister in the long buses after preaching? You say, bless the sister. Because they know how to take care of the servants of them. Some of them enter that just become rich because he wants a father and you know where they are. They are rich. Even the ones in the village. If they come for village meeting, you see father in village meeting on a ditch, and there is a reverence they give their father, even with their bottle of alcohols. And they still have reverence. Ganol of father. That's the way they put it. But to you, I almost need to tell you the balance in your account before you agree that you have money in the account. Just stand up, please. There are places of spiritual transformation where men are formed. Is the place of giving to God. Right there in your heart. Because I did not plan this teaching. But the Holy Spirit said, wait. That's a question. I want you to tell God, this is what I'm going to give you from now to December. I want to